Hello everyone, it is Ashley from You, Me, and Benny. You can see dogs rolling in here because we're dog sitting. They are everywhere all the time. So that's why I'm in a different room. Kind of trying to hide, and I'm standing up because, as you can see, it's a madhouse. I decided to tell this story because apparently people didn't know. I thought everybody in my family knew. So I was obviously a terrible child. But when I was younger, I don't even know how old I was. I had a bike, so I had to have been like 10, 8, 9, maybe around there. Someone wanted to kidnap me and take me. Okay, so I live in a small town. Not much happens here. Especially back when I was a kid, you could do more stuff. Even though I feel like when I was a kid was when like a lot of the kidnapping like happened, I guess. Where I lived, you just kind of did whatever. Like we'd ride our bikes and rollerblade and whatever, and everybody was like, just be home when the street lights are on. Like that's the kind of town that I live in. So however old I was, like 9, 8, we'll say 7 to 9, because I don't know how old I was. Obviously, it's been a long time. So my grandparents lived probably about a mile from me, and I don't know. Obviously, I'm not a good storyteller because I can't remember like all of the specifics. Like I don't know why I was out. I don't know like if I was riding down there to go do something, if we were already there and I was like, hey, I'm just gonna go ride my bike in the street. Like I don't remember all the details. So I remember I was riding towards their house. So I was either going back to it or going there in general. And this guy pulls up in a truck beside me because you ride at the traffic. Tell my husband that because he's always like, you should walk with the traffic. And I'm like, no, because then if someone comes up behind you, they can run you over. That's not how it works. You go at the traffic. That you can see people coming. This isn't time for this. Anyway. So I'm riding my bike, tooting along on my little bicycle. And this guy pulls up. And I can remember him very vividly. If I had to guess, he's probably dead now, but I don't know. Because he was kind of older, a little chubbier, had his little suspenders on, in a little red truck, bald. Totally remember him. And he's like, hey, I can't find my dog. And every time I tell the story, I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I knew this guy or if it just happened to be a coincidence. But if you were going to take me as a child, telling me that you couldn't find your dog was like the way to go. And he's like, I can't find my dog. I can't find my dog. Can you help me find my dog? And I never stopped the whole time. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that because I've always been a brat. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. That's just, I'm not going to help you. And he's like, well, your mom said it was okay. I don't know if people do this now, but when I was a kid, it was if somebody tries to tell you that, I told you that you can go with them and they don't have the password, then you can't go with them. And so I learned well because I was, I'm tooting along. Oh, my dog. Oh, I can't find him. Oh, you should help me. Oh, da, da, da. And I was like, what's the password? And so he was like, your mom told me I didn't have to have one because it was an emergency. And I was like, no, you have to have a password, or I can't go with you. And I'm still just like biking. And he's like very just steadily like going along with me. I mean, never like tried to cut me off or anything, but he's like talking to me the whole time. Oh, my dog. Oh, I need your help. Oh, please help me. Da, da, da. And I'm like, no. And then, well, your mom said, because it was an emergency. I'm like, no. And so right about this time, we're like like where you would turn off to go to my grandma's house, because you kind of have to go down the little, you could go in their front driveway, you could go down the gravel road. We always go down the gravel road, just where we always go. So I somehow got in front of him and like turned down the gravel road to go to my grandma's house, and then it's like he was like, oh shit, and then like sped off. Never saw this guy again in my life. Never heard about anybody being taken in my town. I don't know what happened to him. I could tell you like everything about his looks, but I don't know who he was. I don't know where he is, if he's dead, alive. I couldn't tell you. I remember his truck. I remember like everything about it and that situation, but I like no clue. And like I said, like I never heard of anybody being like that, like happening to someone or someone being taken or anything like that. So I'm assuming he never got anybody. But I don't know. It was weird. And so I'm talking about this one day and my grandma's like, wait, what? This happened to you by our house? And I was like, yeah, I thought you knew. And she's like, no, definitely don't remember that information. And I was like, oh, well, I thought I told you. It was just really strange, you know? Like, I don't know. Maybe just because I was, like, on my bike, he thought, oh, she'll get in here. And I was like, no. not gonna happen, man. But, you know, the password thing. That's the way it goes. That's what, I guess, like, made me not go with him. Because I was like, well, you don't know it, so I can't. Like, that's the rules. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. So, I don't know. I got nothing. But, I got really lucky, you know, that he wasn't just like, all right, well, screw this. And then, like, got out of his truck and just, like, took me. Like, that's really lucky. If anything like this has ever happened to you, I would love to hear about it. Because I think it's crazy, and like scary, and I don't even know, like lucky, you know, like there's so many things that like you can think about it. Like I got lucky, but it was still scary, and like, oh, what if, like, you know, I think about it a lot, and like, well, what if he would have got me, or what if this, or, you know, like I always have a lot of thoughts about it. So if anything like this has ever happened to you, I would love to hear about it, because I don't know anybody else that this has happened to. So I would love to like see your story or hear your story about it, because it's really crazy and people are crazy. And I still know my password to this day, but I'm not going to tell you because it's my password. So yeah, that's the story about how someone tried to take me and help me find his dog that probably wasn't even lost. But thanks for watching story time. Probably do another one, maybe one time, about me yelling at someone in Home Depot. Maybe not. I don't know. So, if you want to hear that, comment below and let me know. If not, I just won't make it. Hi, dogs. Jesus. What are you guys doing? Okay. Bye.